So here we have the one that everybody's been talking about, the Gourmet Fatalii Jigsaw. This one was generated by Jigsaw in Finland and is a secret cross with all sorts of strings attached as to what you can and can't do with the pods, the seeds, the plants, probably the air surrounding the plants as it transpires. This particular one was grown by John Ford, Ford's Fiery Foods. Thanks very much, John. Appreciate that enormously. These are really hard to get hold of. I do have a plant outside, but it's not setting pods, and maybe when the heat calms down a bit and the dog stops drinking, we'll have something then. So, Fatalii Gourmet Jigsaw. Let's have a look at it. It smells very acidic. And actually smells a little bit like a boot. I don't know what's in this cross. I think people say that it's likely to be Trinidad Moruga scorpion with something. But it does have a bootish kind of smell, but it's boot plus. It's not just a boot, there's some other, it's really quite it's a very nice smell actually. I like it a lot. Yeah, very interesting, very nice smell. So, there are quite a lot of capsaicin deposits, quite a few drops of capsaicin on the placenta. Obviously quite a lot of seeds in there as well. And along this rib here, and along the sides of this rib, there's quite a lot of oil. So, and it just has that smell that tells you it's going to be really painful. So, as I say, let's get the camera moved and see what it tastes like. Yes. What's this? Hey, what's this here? This is Poulet. She's having a bad hair day, as we describe it, when she starts to get a little bit upset and making a bit of a racket. So, Nigel Carter and Poulet today. It's the Poulet show, isn't it? Hey? So today we have a really special one. At least I think it's really special. Not too many people have these, and I'd like to have a big shout out to John Ford, Ford's Fiery Foods and Plants. This is John's card. John's a really nice guy, and sent me a bunch of pods. I've also had some good plants from John as well, so thanks very much, John. I really do appreciate everything that you've sent me, but this especially. So I was just talking to Jill and wondering what kind of fruity smell this is. It's quite flowery, the smell, perfumey flowers, not flour using bread, obviously. And this is a good sized jigsaw. For as far as I've seen, this is about as big as they get, and perhaps John will disprove me and send out some even bigger ones, but this is a good sized pepper. It smells really nice. There's a very fruity smell to it. It smells a little bit of acid, and a little bit of perfume and flowers, but in a good way. Gourmet Fatalii Jigsaw. Let's see what it tastes like. Oh, it's very sweet. Very sweet. Wow. Tastes perfumey as well. It's one of the sweeter peppers I've eaten in a while. Super hot. flavour's not bad at all. It's a little perfumey now that the sweet's faded, but there's a definite acid undertone that helps with that. And it's hot. It's very hot. But the flavour I like. Actually, I was expecting it to be horrible, and it's not at all. There's no soapy taste to it. That's really starting to light up my mouth in a big way now. So to start with, it's all mouth burn, and it's really starting to ramp up in a big way. The flavour is really good, really good. I'm really surprised to say that, but try and keep an open mind, and I really like that one. Really nice amount of acid to the flavour that really keeps everything balanced. And it's really starting to come on my tongue, and the tongue is absolutely just on fire. That was a really easy pepper to eat. Some of these super hots are a little bit tricky to get down sometimes. Well, that one wasn't at all. And it's still blistering on the way up. I just mop my brow. And it's very hot, very hot. It's not as hot as I thought it would be. Still going up, but it's leveling off, I think. My tongue is really on fire. It really hurts. I'm really starting to drool big time now and sweat a lot. And I think it's done. I think it's finished. The peak's gone. Come and gone. It's already started to dissipate a little bit. The tongue burn is ferocious, but it's definitely on the way down. Very hot on the tongue. Starting to hurt a bit more now than just be hot, but it's going down already. Never really lost the flavour. Now it's all moving to the back of my throat. The more I drool, the more salivary glands push stuff backwards, get it out of my mouth. Now it's sitting in the back of my throat and starting to heat up in the back of my throat. But it's definitely going down. My lips are burning. The burn is moving across my tongue and into the back of my throat. But it's a short-lived thing. It's really on the way down. It goes down very quickly. Certainly I'm sweating a great deal. No, I'm not crying. There's no hot tears involved. It's just got a really good burn going now. I mean, it's very hot, but as I say, nowhere near as hot as I expected it to be. Still moving across my tongue. I mean, the tongue's it's very hot still, but it's now a bit painful in the back of the throat. What do you think? You think that was a good one? But the aftertaste is very nice. The before taste was very nice, and considering what it's supposed to be in terms of heat, it isn't, in my opinion, at least from the one that I've had. I would say that's about 7-pot Jonah hot. Not quite Barrett pour hot. Not quite Reaper hot. Definitely not Primo hot. I would say it's not as hot as a Maruga and not as hot as a Butch tea. Yeah, so very good, solid super hot, but nothing outrageous. And it comes on fairly quickly and goes away again quite quickly. Now I've just got just heat in my mouth and the back of my throat. It's not unbearable. It's actually fairly pleasant. I've got a very small endorphin rush going. I'm slightly shaky in my hands. I'm getting a little bit lightheaded, but really not very much at all. It dissipates so quickly that I think your brain doesn't really need to get involved and produce those natural painkillers. But yeah, it's a surprise. I'm surprised it tasted so good, and it was really good, very, very nice. And I'm surprised that it wasn't that hot. Certainly very hot, but I've had many pods that were hotter. But for flavour, that's probably one of the best pods. It's one of the best super hots I've eaten for flavour. It was very good. I know others have found it to be a little bit unpleasant, and all I can say is that the one I just ate from John, not unpleasant for me at all. It was very, very nice. Smelled good and tasted good. And then the aftertaste is good too. Most of the heat's now gone. I just have this little bit of coal in the back of my throat that's smouldering a little, but not too much. And I think it's pretty much done. Very surprising, but I'm willing to accept that. None of us like the really painful, surprising ones. So, this is Nigel Carter and Poulet. Say hi. Saying thanks very much for watching the Gourmet Fatalii Jigsaw. Go and have a look at John Ford's website, Ford's Fiery Foods and Plants. I'll put the information, John's information below. Go check him out. Alright, so we're both back for a bit of an aftermath report. I've been fighting a bit of nausea for the last 25 minutes or so. No real stomach cramps, but just some mild nausea. Other than that, not really a problem. My stomach's hot, but that's typical for thank you. That's typical for any of these super hot. So just the nausea's been the issue. Hey, you've got nausea too? No? All right, come on then. So she's definitely getting excited now. So I'm okay. The nausea's pretty much gone. So it's an hour since I ate the pepper. So I'll leave it at that and say thanks a lot for watching. And this is Nigel Carter and Poulet saying see you later.